You dish out damage while you're chronoed. You have the Oracle save to synergize. I honestly like Brame's lineup way better than I like Liquid's. And they proved last game that they are quite capable of competing with Liquid.
I think this is going to be one of those games where you're going to see a chrono and not a lot's going to happen. I'm a little concerned for the follow-up that Liquid have. If they don't play it perfectly at the start against Brame, I think, yeah, Brame's got a great lineup.
Yeah, I don't mean to jinx him, but...
Yeah, you kind of jinxed Liquid last time around.
Yeah, I did.
You both liked the draft of Liquid better that time, so... That time already Brame won, so this is like really Brame favorite.
This is giving me like the game 1 vibes where it just seems like Liquid's draft is harder to play.
Okay.
Than Brame's, like in reverse.
I mean...
Like one lineup's just very straightforward. You have Jug to sit behind the DP with Healing Ward and then go in once the Chrono's been thrown down. Centaur to take the early pressure because he does walled lane against Void.
No, absolutely. I mean, yeah, Healing Ward with the DP.
Complicated. That's the thing. It's not complicated, and I think you've got all the boxes checked. There's no, like, you have objective taking, you have catch.
Yeah, this line. You know, you're picking the Sumail, but there's a line in the game. You've got to be ready for the hexes from the line, the silences from the Death Prophet. It's not an easy game for him to jump around. He's probably going to have to get something defensive early on, but even the Yules this game doesn't feel too great because they're going to have stuns for you on the way down. The Centaur, if it's anything like we saw in game 2, you know, Skylight had a smashing game. So this is... this is not an easy game for Liquid.
Is the pressure on Sumail, on his puck to perform and basically set a good tempo, or is the Void it's
pressure on Sumail to shut down the Death Prophet's early momentum, and then it's pressure on the Void to get that one good chrono. Like at like 7 minutes in, I'm talking like the chrono that shuts down the initial momentum. Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, let's find out.
This is gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a great game, and I think Brame's gonna do
I think they're geared up. Yeah, as much as I doubted them going into the series.
There's no place for doubters here. We're gonna have a fantastic game as far as my panel is concerned, and we're gonna head over to Cap and Kyle for it.
Well, I do hope we have a good game. After all, it's game 3 between Liquid and Brame. After Brame did indeed prove that they can bring down Liquid at least once. Let's see if they can do it again. Kyle, you believe their draft? Seems like our panel certainly did.
I think so. On paper, it definitely looks like they have all the answers. Void best answered by Hex mechanics. They've got one. And then also a hard save for the Chronosphere to target. Very concerned. Liquid, this is kind of their bread and butter style, though. You know, semi-independent cores, active supports with a ton of disable. They can outplay Brame, no question, but the Void's damage in Chrono is limited. There's no steroid for him. And the team fight and sustain of Brame is quite strong.
You know, when I saw the first 3 picks of Liquid, I really thought they were going to go for an Invoker. For Quaswix Invoker, Sumail Invoker as well. Where you had that, you could have had that style of what OG saw. Right, where they just give a bunch of buffs. I believe they had both Grimstroke and Invoker in that situation, where they gave him Alacrity and they gave him Inkswell, and he just went in and went ham. Instead, they didn't get any more steroids.
This is going to be way more of the one-man show. Sumail on his puck should have a decent time against the Death Prophet mid, but I think he's going to have an incredible time to take this win.
Here to go ahead, he already stealing away so much damage away from Focus. They're going to chase him down. Yeah, Sumail, he's going to get the last couple of shots in. That should be enough, indeed. First blood. And Koifa barely managing to dodge death there. Snowman's going to be run down as well. There's going to be 2 kills. Fortunately, Spartan was able to get that kill onto Koifa. He is out in no man's land. They make sure to give the kill on Snowman to Mikke.
Yeah, really well done. Immediate TPs to top lane, catching the creeps. Works out quite well for Liquid, especially since First Blood went to Sumail. Did he? Oh, and he rushed a null, didn't he? Yeah, I like that decision a lot. No need to get a fast bottle. Get the extra stats.
And there it is. Spartan getting the kill on the off lane. Koifa. Once again, we're going to see Koifa playing a mid laner in the off lane position. Something that I'm sure we're going to get more and more accustomed to.
Starting the game with the fluffy hat.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I dig that because you're not dying to right clicks, right? It'll be the Oracle burst damage with the spin. So now you just link during spin and you're going to be quite strong. I can dig it.
Good Spartan challenging Koifa. He knows that the Razor needs to be able to stick on top of the Juggernaut and feel comfortable doing so in order to win this lane. And Spartan Just always making sure Koifa's a bit low on health. And to secure these last hits, we're going to actually go for an aggressive kill onto Koifa here. Koifa starts taking away the damage. It's going to go into the tower range, but Koifa, is he dead? Oh, the last shot comes in from Spartan. Fortunately, the long range, the Purifying Flames is able to secure the kill.
I think you'll take that if you're Koifa, though. You get all these creeps coming into tower as you respawn. You got all the mana of Oracle, so Spartan's really no longer a hero in this lane unless he gets regen.
Yeah, jumping over for the water runes. Wish will take the one on the other side.
Yeah, be careful though. Sumel's looking to orbit. A little late on that dodge there, my man. Still coming back in the swing of things.
Meanwhile, we on the other side of things, Skylark, the offlaner for Brame,
Is that
Centaur for the third game.
Hey, something understated from that last game was, keep in mind, Mickey on Spectre got absolutely destroyed in lane.
Yep.
And if there's anything I think Liquid change here, it's making sure that they'll have a better time in the safe lane. Yeah, Spartan going to die. It's a product of having not nearly enough mana or HP to sustain. But, you know, that was a 6-0 Spectre to 27-15 Centaur. So that really didn't... It was as bad for Liquid as possible, really. This is already looking much more promising. 3-minute runes. A nice ward, though, placed. You can see they're going to spot the rotation of the Earth Spirit. This is very prescient. Whenever you're playing against an active mid, and, no, the one down there by Brown. Yeah, that one. That's the, when you have an active 4 position roaming, you need this defensive ward more than you need high ground vision.
Thank you, my beauties.
Spartan shows himself, and immediately Taiga tries to go for the roll, but misses. Ends up in tower range too, so that's a little awkward. Battling it out, Mickey. Well, he's going to be stumped here. He's got 12 magic stick charges, so he can certainly keep fighting. He's got a time lock if he wanted to. Try and keep up, but seems it not worth. Mid lane is being won by Sumail right now, but not super dominantly or anything. Wish making sure to pull the creeps with him when he goes to the water rune. Something that very few times I've played mid realized. How do these mids feel comfortable going for these water runes so often? You got to pull the creep wave with you.
Yep.
Jumping over, they go into the support this time around. The Inkswell is going to do a ton of damage now. He does have a nuke coming up. He can throw it out. He'll get a good amount of damage on it. Mickey didn't even kill Mickey here. No time walk up for him. And he gets bursted down. He had magic wand charges, but he didn't pop it. I don't think he expected the double edge to come up that fast.
Yeah, no points returned. Just maxed out W. So much burst. Double edge, 180 plus 80% strength. So yeah, like 200 damage. Double edge stun, double edge. That's
yeah. How many charges did Mickey have on his wand? 6 charges. Okay, so 5 before.
There was a weird hesitation when he went to the line, though. You saw that, right? Where he just kind of backed off for a step.
I think he was afraid. I think he thought that maybe Impale was up.
Yeah.
Or something.
It was still on cooldown, fortunately. But nice kill from Brame. I think that for Liquid to take this, it's really going to have to be the Sumail show. The first blood gave him the null. He's out to a nice start middle. But will he be able to get kills? Coil's ready. He will be going for that Witchblade build that Yopaj has popularized.
Do you feel like you see a difference in how they play or anything like that?
Oh yeah, I mean Sumail's standing in for Boxy, so.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kyle. That's very.
Radiant
I mean, as a whole, is Liquid playing different because they have Sumail in this mid role and Koifa in the offlane? Or do you feel like it's still the same general Liquid game plan as they're going to be running down Skylark?
It doesn't feel like anything's changed. Okay. I think that maybe the Razor would have been more of a Boxy hero. But other than that, I'd say it's pretty standard.
You see Koifa keeping his distance because he knows the Lions around here as well. So does a nice job of that. Nice. Really good read. That was a sick one. The kick is still going to be able to land, and they'll still get the kill onto the line.
You know, this being in Europe, I've become more of a football fan, and that's the sort of thing, you know, it didn't score a goal, but that was a good cross. You know, that was well defended. Unfortunately, dies anyway. I don't know if that was planned. It looks planned. That's nuts.
That is pretty insane. Great read. But yeah,
Radiant structures.
nothing really changes for him. He still dies. The exorcism was used in the mid lane. They're going to coil this Death Prophet and kick him out. That's the Taiga specialty right there. Samael, he's played with some great fours, but I would say Taiga is one of the most well-experienced Earth Spirits in the world, and also plays with a lot of puck.
They're feeling themselves now, and actually, I take back what I said. If this is a boxy liquid, I don't even know if it's a Koifa puck, right?
Yeah,
it might be Mickey.
Yeah.
Or boxy, exactly. But Sumel, he'll ask for this last pick. He's such a fan of the hero. Definitely his style, and the support duo. It's getting spooky.
They have so many every single hero of theirs combos with Inkswell. So Insania is going to have a fun time with this game, I think.
This is the liquid style. Like, oh my god, more spells.
Chronosphere, the roll-in actually does land right as the Chronosphere falls. He did the delayed rock drop.
This is the liquid style, right? Like, the two supports running around the map, all three cores able to lane themselves, and yeah, there isn't like some natural huge timing spike or synergy. They're just going to kill you over and over and over.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Brame's very clear timing, right?
Yeah.
Like we've got big team fight on these guys.
Yep. Battle Fury is the build. It's going to be all about survivability. We've got Oracle DP, one of the best combos. Like the build. This is one of the reasons I think Death Prophet mid should come back. The change to Crypt Swarm, max mana cost went from 160 to 125, and they took 0.37 seconds as well off the backswing. So it's way more efficient as a farming tool, specifically for mid Death Prophets. You can actually clear stacks efficiently now.
In previous patch, they made the casting animation better as well.
Yeah.
It shoots out like instantly when you click it. It feels great.
That's another one. You look back at, try playing Death Prophet a few patches back. That was painful.
3-10, 1,000 net worth lead for Liquid right now, and you'd see a decent amount of that is the difference between the puck and the Death Prophet.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that Witchblade is going to be big. Nice stacks from Sumel.
See, 700 gold from kills and assists. That's where the extra gold comes in. He's got a haste rune as well, so look for another attempted kill on the horizon. Whether or not that actually works, we'll have to see. Stampede is coming up, so it may help some people out. Skylark having the worst laning phase of all three games here. And yeah, they're going to pop the X's and make sure Koifa does not get away here. Surely they have a stun or something to kick out Koifa. He's going to be good. Taiga puts his body on the line and TP's out successfully as well. Sick combo.
Yo, he better get some tips. Koifa, that's the wrong person. Wish did what he was supposed to do. Your boy just saved you. That was sick from Taiga. The roll-in kick away, recognizing that the Lion CCs are still down, and he just teleports out in front of him. No Yules on Wish, so easy peasy.
Panel, if you're listening and you do get Koifa, be sure to ask about that moment. Why'd you tip Wish over Taiga? There's a bit of all chatting going on as well.
Taiga's what, like an 11.5K player? Yeah. This is par for the course. If he didn't save him there, he'd be disappointed, but you don't get praise for making a normal play.
Catching Taiga. And he goes in, and they do manage to quickly kill Spartan before Wish can show up here. The Lion is still sticking around and does run into the puck there for a second, but he's got to be careful. The coil is still here from the puck. He's going to throw it out now. Jumps the other side right as the Impale is used. The Inkswell's not even needed as they kill the second support. The Omni Slash now going on to Insania, bounces over, trying to kick him away in a, get away from me. I don't want this Omni Slash.
That could have worked. It was close. Yeah. Just stuck with him. Sumel is certainly feeling himself. That's a very early Witchblade timing. And the one downside of the support duo is that you pretty much just feed a puck. You know, you get coiled, you get clicked, you're going to die.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
even more so in this patch than others, right? Where you've got the Witchblade as added damage on the puck. Your combo doesn't kill him, then just a single right click adds like almost a 300 damage nuke in there.
Yep. Thing to note though is that the Mickey Void went for a Mask of Madness, whereas Focus is rushing a Battle Fury. So yeah, it's a gold lead for Liquid, but they're investing in the now. Brame looking later for their power spike.
So for you to judge Liquid's game as being like successful, you need them to like take some towers soon or something like that, right? If you're investing in the now, you want to see now outcomes.
The trouble is that their draft really doesn't take towers naturally. It's about, you know, we'll get 3-4 kills. Yeah. We'll click the tower as 5. That's their MO.
Yeah, they essentially have to kill and kill and kill. And maybe get a tower. See that reflected in just the kill score, 4 and 12. Fuel Scepter for the Death Prophet, that'll be really big. Brame stacking more than they were the previous 2 games. They're actually kind of keeping pace with Liquid.
Sona is also just newly hit 6.
Zanias are going to spawn him. The silence goes out first. Now the ink swell. Taiga. Oh, the stampede away. Run, 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 run. He's going to be able to dodge some of that. But Koifa's there on the other side to try and catch up. Samael is pushing out some damage onto Wish right now. He gets purged off, so the Witchblade not going to do as much. Brame didn't pop Exorcism or anything, just the Stampede, so it's not like they blew anything massive. Skylark, what's he doing on this side? They've got a Chronosphere if they want to try and keep him in place. Allies are making their way over. But Mickey, he doesn't feel the need to. They've got the coil. That's good enough.
Sumail now with a Blink Dagger. Who thought he was considering buying bots. Seen Abed do that a few times. Just play map control. But taking the more active route. And yeah, it's tough game for Brame. Like their team fight's great, but they don't really have any initiation or true catch. Stomina is 0-4-2, not having a good time at all, and there's a Puck Earth Spirit constantly hunting him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Keep coming in from Skylark, they're gonna see that.
Nice tags. Taiga, he's tanky, no doubt, especially with the raindrops there, but it's still a finger of death. Put him in the grave.
We got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him, and we got a Battle Fury too. So that's complete for the Juggernauts. Your big tower's still up. So this timing, not too bad. Not too bad for Brame at all.
An immediate Triple Ancient stack, that always does feel good. The big downside is just that, again, they'll have the Blink on Centaur. That's up next. 50 gold away. Just how do you take fights? That's the big concern. Oh, whoa.
Jesus, the Samael's here with the double damage. That's why Mickey pulls the trigger in an instant. And now, okay, purging off the double damage. That'll certainly help you out here, but Skylark is in some trouble. He gets run down by the Taiga Koifa combination. Stoneman does manage to get the hacks onto Samael. He's getting quite low, but Spartan, he's not able to do quite enough damage, and Wish doesn't want to be able to break the coil. Koifa's going to be able to ink swell himself out of here. The coil, it finally fades, so Wish can back up with a freshly healed up Death Prophet, but unfortunately, he can't stick on to anybody. They lose the mid tower in the process. Kyle, this is getting real dark and gloomy now for Brame.
Liquid playing their draft.
All right, we definitely got to ask him. I feel like there's history between Koifa and Wish or something. There's something going on here for sure.
Did they tip him in the last game?
When we were talking about the Taiga tip?
Yeah.
That's the last time they tip him, but I don't remember tipping in the previous game now.
Neither do I. Huh. This is the heat map you love to see. Just an extension of the mid lane. Sumail asserting dominance across his domain. Now with bots about to be en route, Liquid, the slaughter will not stop. This is the game plan. Control enemy jungle, control vision, and just kill these Brame supports specifically. It is near impossible to play Lion at this stage because you just can't live. Anything on top of you, you're forced to spam spells just to buy a little bit of space. A Juggernaut with the Battle Fury Rush, you can't help. You're just farming for a couple more items before you really want to get involved. At least level 2 Omni Slash is a necessity.
Bottom lane here. It's the Finger of Death. It's not quite up. He needs 15
Dire's
seconds.
top
If they
tower
had it,
has
they
been
could
denied.
try and go for this kill. It'd still be a bit difficult. He's got 1,500 HP, closer to 1,700 when he moves over to strength.
I like the build a lot. I think if he goes Battle Fury, he can't be nearly as active. That kill on Jug certainly doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The Maelstrom into the Sange for the status resist. You really don't die as Void in this game if you just live through that stun lock.
Oh, Mickey's gonna come back. Now they can go. Skylark spotted for a moment. They've already thrown out the stun. Impale follow-up, and the Finger of Death isn't enough. Yes, they got him. They got him indeed. The Hex was there at the end. So a big kill that Brame was very patient to be able to get, but the rest of Liquid, they want revenge, and they have immediately found Wish. No hope for him to get out of this one alive. Focus does manage to bring down Insanity with the Omni Slash. He's got to spin TP out, though, to survive.
Very odd. Wish had a Yols up that entire time, just didn't cast it. Might not have saved him, but it could have helped.
Coil by himself, Samael reading the Impale incoming. Managed to phase shift that, but nothing will really come of his initiation. Skylark actually kind of wants to go back in. He's got the heal from the Oracle anyway.
Yeah, you can see the Liquid situation is definitely solid, but Brame are very much in this game. Liquid's like they have to be in this position if they want to win.
Yeah.
They need a significant kill lead. They need map control because they don't have any natural method of ending the game. There's no huge spike. It's just our heroes will get farm, we'll kill you, we'll buy more items. Meanwhile, Brame, the BKB window on Death Prophet, Juggernaut getting more levels of Omni Slash and continuing to scale faster because of that Battle Fury purchase. He's neck and neck with Mickey, has now surpassed him. We'll look to see him expand on that lead.
Instania, depending on your perspective, either wrong place, wrong time, or right place, right time. He breaks the 4-man smoke, but he does lose his life and his ward.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Probably saves Mickey there, though. So we'll call it worth. Whenever I see a 5-position die alone, they broke a smoke, they placed a ward, you know what? Worth. Value.
You wish you didn't lose your ward, but...
Yeah, the ward hurts.
They love you.
The ward hurts. They're thinking about mid. They do have the kill potential.
All right, so Kyle, speaking of this draft specifically, you're saying Liquid, they need a way to be able to find more objectives. The biggest one is Roshan. How are they able to do that? Because their lineup
kill the enemy team. You just kill them.
Over. Okay. Just kill them, lol.
That has seemed to be the game 3 Liquid strat a lot of the time. Is just, you know, they. Aiden and I have spoke many times. Rule number 1 of Dota 2 drafting: gotta have stuns. Last game, not enough stuns.
Was that not a Han rule?
That was, yeah, it was Han rule. It goes back to the game. You gotta have stuns. Don't not have stuns.
Inkswell may not want to be able to step to Koifa. He is getting low, though. The Exorcism doing a lot of damage. They do manage to bring him down. Liquid, they did not have enough to back him up, or maybe they didn't expect Brame, all 5 of them, to be at this bottom tier 2. But Brame is saying, no, you're not taking any tier 2s for free.
Well, Liquid, they don't have the team fight. They have the skirmish. You can't go on a Death Prophet when you don't see the Oracle, especially if his ult's already running. Doesn't matter how much you lock him down, those ghosts are still going to be dealing damage.
Now, what if the Exorcism is gone? What if you initiate on somebody else, the Stylist, into the Inkswell stun, and a 3-man Chronosphere? That's going to be a lot. The Juggernaut is still survived thanks to the Fate's Edict, but now a Bash comes in at the right moment, turn around and stun. A 2-man stun with the Omni Slash allowed to be able to go off. It's bouncing over, but ultimately he dies without getting a kill. Her Spirit's low, though, and it looks like Wish should be able to pick up that one, but the Coil is going to make sure the Centaur's not going anywhere. Mickey rushing in to the left with Samael joining him with the Inkswell stun onto 2. They've locked them both down with the support dead. It's just Wish.
Ultra kill!
He bought back for that, right? Or did?
No.
Okay.
But he did not have Exorcism, so that's how Liquid do it, right? They bait Koifa. Did Koifa buy back? No, he just respawned. Okay,
just respawned.
So it was just 4 on 5 pretty much, yeah. But they wait or bait the Exorcism by throwing a body at it, and a great chrono from Mickey. You see him immediately identify, oh, I got Oracle too. And they kill off Oracle first. Jug gets Omni off, but wasn't able to spit, didn't drop Healing Ward during it.
Yeah, he got so low, he was just like, I have to get off this Omni Slash, and just
that was that.
He had no HP when he came back.
Stona did not get off his finger either. Does have the Philly Stone though, so Should have blink up shortly. But so far, it's just the Sumail show. 904, Ags on the way, 500 gold off. He is feeling himself, and at this level of farm, especially with that Arcane Rune bottle, like he can just straight up take over this game at this point.
And you said Liquid, their lineup just comes down to kill, 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 kill. Skylark, he spotted him. He's over there. Mickey's gonna jump to the other side, but the damage has already been done. He's been caught by the coil. So you could see Stoneman. He just says, my Centaur is dead. I'm gonna make sure I stay alive. Liquid, they finally may have killed enough to be able to take a tier 2.
And they are in a very strong position now. Koifa has his BKB. Mickey again finding the cloak, man. That is such a good item in a game like this, or the shawl. When you already have so much base armor, thanks to being an agility hero, a free 25% magic resist is pretty nuts.
Combine that with the status resistance he has from the Sange, he can very fearlessly just time walk in like he did against that Centaur. He seemed to not care at all if there was a line.
It's also super fit. You have bashes or magic damage, and the Maelstrom procs. So even a little bit of spell lamps, not bad.
Radiant's bottom tower
True.
is under attack.
SNY complete now for the Juggernaut. The problem is Liquid's getting enough kills that the Void is staying ahead of the Juggernaut despite the Battle Fury build.
Yep. It's the Sumail, well, the puck factor. The fact that they got so many kills to start. There's the BKB on the DP, but Liquid, their strength in this game is pace.
All right. That same ward caught them before, so Smart knew about it, but Liquid making sure to protect their vision.
Brame, if Brame, or rather Liquid, was willing to take a fight more revolutionary war style, you know, line up and walk at us, that'd be Brame's, they'd be happy with that. But they're not giving it to him. It's just constant pickoffs in and out. Brame want an opportunity to land a couple stuns, pop the DPL to Omni, like a controlled fight in as small of an area as possible. Liquid want to use as much space as they can get.
And that guerrilla warfare becomes more and more deadly as Brame become more desperate to be able to get out on the map and be able to find some farm somewhere. Right now it feels like the triangle is the only place that's safe for them. Gonna go Scotty, third item for focus.
The game gets very spooky now though because of that Ags on puck. It's the reason this hero still is dominant across and picked in all regions. There's really just nothing to answer this coil.
Arcane Rune for Sumail as well with his level 18. This is a huge power spike, and Liquid immediately are going to smoke up and use it.
Chrono's ready.
They don't have Koifa, but he's on his way.
He's going to show mid.
They have the new Inkswell shard. Doesn't quite get given out right away. Goes over to Taiga, and he does make the land into the Juggernaut, who silenced up for a second. Focus, you'll be okay, but their supports may not be so lucky. Actually, Stampede does get him away, and Liquid, they say that's great. They popped Stampede, they popped Exorcism. If we just get out, that's a win.
Yep. Really heads up by Liquid. Again, just play around the cooldowns. Don't take a fight into a prepared Brame. Poke and prod him. Get the cooldowns. Get out. Liquid, they're not running on a clock. Like, they're always ready to go. Low CDs on all spells. And now they can freely take Roche. Yes, Chronosphere, but he didn't use it. That's their ace in the hole.
It feels like in some ways Brame should have been more aggressive there. Like when they pop BKB, Exorcism, and Stampede, like, now it's not the time to back away from a fight. Now's the time to take one.
Now they did catch a really nice silence on Mickey. I thought they might turn for him there. If they can go for, like, there's no save for the Void. If they take him out, yes, Sumail's damage can be annoying, but it's not enough to kill anybody. It's
they're already on the other side of the map. As they were doing Roshan, they went fishing for kills, and they got a big one, boy. Focus.
Know your place.
Lost focus, lost his life. Mickey, oh, no bash.
Bashed immediately afterwards.
That's how it goes. Courier hunting. Don't think they'll find it.
You can see Brame, they're just trying to find any farm they can. Centaur and his Oracle Spartan, he's just chilling out in the triangle, taking this farm away from them. Things get dicey, they blink and Stampede away. But in the meantime, they don't have a way
Dire are scanning.
to hold areas against Liquid's constant incursions.
Yeah, the builds like Taiga has Hood Vanguard. It's just they recognize Brame's damage is
Radiant's middle tower is under
somewhat
attack.
limited. It's really reliant on cooldowns, the Omni Slash, the DP ult, so this allows them to play just
Dire's
insanely
turret has
aggressive.
been
I feel like we've seen nearly every fight start with a Tiger roll.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Is under attack.
Stampede, but the coil's there. They'll immediately kick him out of it to make sure it snaps.
Holy shit!
And Shdomanen on the other side of the map is also caught. They will collect that kill as well. Another 2 freebies for Liquid as they now sitting at 13,000 net worth lead. They've got the outpost. They've got the rest of these tier 2s to take.
You can see the smiles on camp too. They're feeling themselves. Definitely feeling confident. They still are just holding on to this chrono. Aegis as well on Mickey. So now it's just a matter of collecting towers.
Healing up Focus preemptively here, but he's been silenced so many times. The Chronosphere is going to be used here. They're going to start sapping away on his damage. The Ghost is going to land shortly after, but he does manage to get the spin off first, but a healing ward, it doesn't keep him alive. Mickey does a bit too much damage. They don't have a buyback for him, so Liquid is looking like Elena Barracks now as Mickey just casually jumps in, gets off the time dilation. They actually wanted to be able to jump in onto Samael, but Samael dodged the damage. He dodged the hoof stomp. Shdomanen doesn't get off the Hex in time. He turns around, throws it onto Taiga with the Exorcism. Maybe enough to actually kill him. The Yule Scepter to prevent him from being able to dodge away, but it doesn't matter. The reinforcements are here and Taiga's fine. It's Brame. We're going to fall apart. Ultra kill for Koifa. Welcome to the offlane, buddy. It's Mickey. What is this, their OG impersonation? What's going on here? They're gonna pay for this one, or are they? How did they all survive? He got no kill out of that.
All I can say is welcome back, Sumail. It's been a while, but it is a pleasure to watch him play. On fire this game. The whole team really just cliche, but firing on all cylinders, no real individual mistakes. I don't think Brame has played a bad game or a bad series by any means. Just outmatched in this one. All downhill after that first blood skirmish. Now, the downside, you know, TA, much more active, way more threat. You have to play around a Death Prophet much differently, and Wish definitely was kind of controlling the tempo in the previous two, but here, just when you fall, when your team's behind on a Death Prophet, like, I just don't really know what you can do. Still has this mid-tier 1 standing even. Tier 3 items still available for Radiant. They don't have any of the 4 available because they just can't find jungle camps.
Give the gem to Mickey. That's how confident they are that he can just go in at any time. 3,300 HP on him.
Radiant's top tower is under
Aegis will expire, so Brame can still try and take a fight soon. Gotta wait for Exorcism first. He's gonna go for a Quiet.
Axe Coil is actually just way too good. 4-second stun pierces BKB. 700 break damage before spell amp. No wonder this hero is good. 6, oh my god. 8 seconds. 8 seconds.
There goes the Aegis.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Brame, how do they
Top tower has fallen.
crack open this Liquid offense? Feels like they gotta get, they gotta somehow catch Insania and Samael, right? Those are the heroes that actually can get 100 to 0.
You should have known better.
Radiant's top barracks
That's
are
a lot
under
easier
attack.
said than done, though.
It almost looks like they want them. They're like, okay, you can have top lane of barracks, but when you rotate over to bottom, that's when we're gonna take that team fight. But Liquid has actually been playing cautiously. They smoked up, played on the triangle. Now they're gonna head back in.
Radiant's top barracks are under
Oh, yeah,
attack.
Koifa with Ags up, just murdering the racks.
Oh no, their
Radiant's
Mass
top
being back.
barracks has fallen. Radiant's top
Too
barracks
late.
has fallen.
I'm a little bit befuddled there, Kyle.
Ah, what can you do though, Cap?
Yeah.
It's easy to call mistakes with no fog of war, but this map is very dark for Brame. They're trying to keep the lights on, but the sun is setting on their chances in this
I'm just
game.
not sure. Is that a fog of war thing?
They don't see him.
They were hitting,
look, they don't see
they were hitting
anything.
top lane of barracks. Did you think they were going to stop?
They looked like they were going to stop. All right. Making tricked them. Oh no.
That's a good kill.
Now they're gonna run away.
Okay, the Stampede managed to get in front of Taiga here. Wish catches up. 2 supports potentially dying. And then, no, they're actually going to try and turn this with the Chronosphere onto 3. They're going to go for the kill. Oh, that's a lot of damage, but the Oracle managed to save out Wish. He's going to be okay on the Death Prophet now with the Hex on to make it. Oh, he takes it off. He time walks away. So much of the damage being undone there. Wish, he's limping away back to the base as best as possible. Skylark hits a really good stun. Taiga, he's chasing after them as best as possible. Yellow Scepter going off, but Wish survives for a second. Not a second more.
Double ult for Koifa.
Immediately a bash, focus. Turns, but the silence, it's not going to last long enough for them to do much to make it. He's just so damn tanky, but maybe Skylark, he jumps in, hook stomps it again. They do not have the damage to deal with Mickey. So it's looking like the GGs are being announced bit by bit.
Dyer's bottom
Spinning away. Their best hope at this point is somehow lure Liquid into the fountain. Maybe Mickey will take them up on that. A 2-man impale, that's a pretty good one. And actually managed to save him from Samel's Dagon as well. So the Lion is going to be able to stay alive. Mickey opting to try and go back in, but to keep their distance. Not allowing that Inkswell to be able to go through. Skylark is going to be able to catch. Oh, the Soulblind catches him before Skylark can jump forward. Immediately the chat wheel lines go out. Insania, they know where he is thanks to the Phantom's Embrace. He's placed onto focus. The Brame, they're not going to be able to keep chasing apparently, and Samael's going to make sure they don't feel comfortable doing so.
That was they hit him with the fake GG. Now you can't type GG because that ends the game. You know, rules are you type, you call GG, it's over. But if you voice line eta GG, that does not end the game. But it does bait Liquid into the fountain. Their nemesis. That's a Galaxy Brain play.
Galaxy Brain.
You know, find a way to win. That's the name of the game. This is a big series.
This is where it all turns around.
They bought themselves one more fight. No Taiga. Liquid's cocky. They're tipping each other. Stop. Yeah, you can see it. This is the play.
has been killed.
Taiga inside of the fountain. Absolutely brilliant anti-geeky play. Incredible.
And now they're laughing at themselves. Skylark is not enjoying this game.
No. I think Spartan is either, but Wish. Still have an Essence ring. Skylark comes forward, stomps up Koifa. They do immediately stun Mickey when he jumps in. Problem still being they don't have the damage to really threaten him. Wish is going to push forward with this exorcism, but he's having a hard time with it as Koifa's already run down Skylark. Now he's draining away focus as well. He's going down the mountain, and Koifa, he's going to go ahead and complete that fountain dive. Gets him in the end as Celebratory Chronosphere, and GG is finally forced as Liquid will take it 2-1. They do drop that one game, but ultimately Samael on his way back ends the series, his first series back 15-0-16.